Pleasure again to have Mr. Gabru back here from Ethiopia. Being back here, good to be having you, sir. And we loved your Hindi. In fact, every time you speak, it's such a pleasure. We also have Mr. Thabang Kholumo, right? Yes. You're from the High Commission of Lesotho? Yes. And of course, Sunaina Mohan. She's representing the embassy of Suriname. Well, a lot of Indian ethical presence there in Suriname. And we also have with us our Excellency from Republic of Chad in India, Mr. Hissein Kumar Seidou, right? The theme of the summit has been to take the MSMEs abroad, to make you go global, to help you set up businesses in other countries. And what better platform than this, that you've got so many countries out here, to throw you open the opportunities. Dunya aapke samne hai. All you need to do is to reach out to one of them. And just like the gentleman in the preceding session who was sitting here, a lot of people were not there. He just said, I looked around internet, booked a ticket to Ethiopia, reached Addis Ababa, and saw that from hotel to airport, ke puri roads nahi hai, yahan par metro nahi hai, vagera vagera. So he just started exploring, contacted the relevant people in Ethiopia. So that's how the journey begins. I mean, the people who do businesses in other countries do not have different faces, different eyes, different ear, different nose. They are the same people from amongst us. So I think you should not miss out this opportunity. These diplomatic personnel, the people from embassies and high commissions are not easy to reach. You may not be entertained directly, but if you make a contact, you can obviously reach them directly. So I would, the theme is, India is looking at Global South. And I think Global South is the theme. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi, in the G20 summit, had spoken about the Global South, that the Global South has been neglected until now. गोरों की दुनिया थी अभी तक, ये जो इक्वेटर से ऊपर के, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, रंग भेद में नहीं जाते, पर सच्चाई तो ये है कि वो लोग शायद हमसे ज़्यादा गोरे थे. सो देवर फोकस, उन्हीं का डेवलपमेंट हुआ, उन्हीं की डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज बनी, and they were the people who were supposed to have made progress until now. When Prime Minister in the G20 summit said, what about the Global South? हम भी Global South में आते हैं, Africa Global South में है, ASEAN ज़्यादातर Global South में है.
Please join us in welcoming once again Harisoa Lalatiana Accouche, High Commissioner of Seychelles, to kindly join us here in this panel discussion. Sure.
So the theme here was to take the Indian companies global, present opportunities to the Indian companies where they can go and set up businesses in the respective countries. So before the panel here, we had a panel where we had a discussion on some of the other countries, where, how, and I would like to start with Sunaina. She's got such a beautiful name. You'll have to pardon me for just keeping it to Sunaina. Well, I was saying Sunaina means somebody who's got beautiful eyes. That's what Sunaina means. And she represents Suriname, a country which has got Indian ethnic population there for a very long time. And Sunaina, we would like to know from you as to what opportunities does Suriname present to Indians? How do these ethnic ties help in making these businesses go forward? Also, do you have Suriname businesses in India as well? And do you do business tie-up with Indians? And if yes, then what are the sectors which Suriname is open to as far as India is concerned? Over to you, Sunaina.
Thank you very much. Namaste. I would say namaste from my side and from the side of the Embassy of Suriname. Indeed, Sunaina means beautiful eyes. I would like to begin with Suriname, actually. Many people do not know where Suriname lies. Suriname is a beautiful country in South America. it's actually the smallest country in South America with 650,000 people. Very diverse country. When we speak about, I actually read the program, and there was some beautiful thing written in that, and the diaspora interaction also with the MSME. When I speak about Suriname, and I would like to invite you all to go to Suriname, you will be amazed to see the people of Suriname. You have the Indian people, the Indonesian people, the African people, the Chinese. It's very diverse. When we speak about India and the Indians, I just spoke to some people, and I was telling them, in 1873, the Indians were brought to Suriname, and they said they could not actually pronounce the name Suriname, so they said, "Come to the land of Sri Ram." Yes.
Wonderful.
Let's go to the country, let's come to the land of Sri Ram, and there you will have a very good life, etc. You know how it goes, right? So in 1873 till 1916, the Indian people were brought as laborers, as immigrants to Suriname, and a very small group came back, and my ancestors actually stayed. Many people stayed in Suriname, and I'm very proud. And before heading to the business part, I'm very proud to tell you all that in Suriname, which is one of the lesser countries, one of the 4 countries where Hindi is still spoken, we have Suriname Hindi. So we still speak that. We still say, "Kaise rahile?" Acha, moi baat hai. So we still have the cultural aspects of India in Suriname. The bhasha, the bhesha, the bhajan, the bhojan, the bhutkal, and the most important one, the bhavana. We Indian people are still there, and we are very proud of that. So it's a very proud moment for me also to sit here and to represent Suriname and my beautiful country, and now going to business. I must mention Suriname is a very small country, but it's very potential. And what are we looking at? So we recently, actually in January and February, already had exchange programs, business exchange programs, where many of the Indian people went to Suriname. The people who are busy with startups, they went to Suriname. We had a fact-finding mission. We have interactions where many MOUs have been signed already. The Ministry of External Affairs India already has many interactions going on for the strengthening of the diaspora, especially. On coming with Indian people in Suriname, we have many Indian businesses going on in Suriname. Doesn't matter if it's about food, if it's about clothing. You have Kerpalani, very popular in Suriname. You have Rupram, very popular in Suriname. So there are many Indian people who are doing business in Suriname. Many Surinamese people doing business in India. So it is a very beautiful relationship, bilateral relationship that we are sharing. What are the potentials? Where can we actually focus on? We can focus on agriculture, as Suriname has much land, much potential. Now Suriname is actually looking at oil and gas. If anyone is following the developments of Suriname, the offshore is booming. And there is much potential to invest in that, logistics, the chain value, etc. So you have the agriculture, you have also the IT industry. It's very large. There is scope from Suriname also, from India also. We are already looking at that. The Ministry of the Foreign Affairs Suriname already has an institute of diaspora, which is focusing on this. So there are many ways to come to Suriname and invest.
So how easy, Sunaina, is it for an Indian small business to go and set up in Suriname?
It's very easy. I must say, first of all, you have an embassy already here. So you can come to us. we can lead the way. There are many institutes that can help you and give you all the the handbooks to come and invest in Suriname.
And how much is the minimum investment that you think a company set up in Suriname would need?
So it depends. It depends what you want to do, right? And on which scale you want to invest. So if you want to have just a startup you want to see, that would come in a different scale. If you want to begin big, like Kirpalani, which is a very big, a huge company in Suriname, then you will begin with that. So I just don't want to share numbers to people like this is it, right? Because it gives, when you come, we have a talk with you, and then we can decide and we can lead the way. The embassy is actually a facilitator. We have to make sure we are a bridge. That is always told. All the ambassadors, the diplomats can say, as a diplomat, you are a bridge of the two countries. So I would suggest, come to the embassy and let's make sure that you can invest, because our people are also coming. We already have had exchange programs, 2 exchange programs, 29th of Jan till 3 February, 6 February till 8 February in Suriname. So it's going good for now, I believe.
And do you have any idea as to how many companies are already there from India?
There are multiple countries, and there are now, if I would say 30% of the companies are from the Indians actually, from India. And now, since we have had the exchange program, the fact-finding mission, more companies are actually interested to come to Suriname. So we are looking positively towards that.
Lovely, that's useful. So I think people who are looking at Suriname, it'll probably feel like as if you are in India in some way or the other, isn't it? You can keep celebrating your festivals, and you could have you have temples as well.
We have the temples. I must mention the religious factor is still there. That's why I said the 6 Bs, right? The Bhasha, the Bhesha, the Bhajan, the Bhojan, the Bhutkal. I must mention Maurits Hassan Khan. He is our former minister. He even wrote a book about diaspora and the investments, and the relationship between Suriname and India. So it's going good. We have had many people, professors who came to India to study and who are investing to strengthen this relationship.
Lovely, that's wonderful. So I think continuing with the female fraternity on the dais, I would now like to move on to Her Excellency Harisoa Lalatiana, right? Am I pronouncing it correctly? She's the High Commissioner of Seychelles. A beautiful country, I must tell you.
We are considered as the highest GDP in Africa.
Her Excellency, may I just interrupt you for a second? Simran, may I request the team at the backstage to probably chat a bit in the lower tone, because you're audible here and it is interfering with the discussions on stage. May I request the people on backstage to please tone down? You're too loud, and you are literally, all your secret chats are leaking out on stage. You know, sometimes people backstage say things. ये बोलने वाला ऐसे ही है, इसको जल्दी भगाओ. ये ठीक नहीं बोल रहा है. वो तो आया ही नहीं, इसको और चला दो. So all those chats, please, are leaking out here. Thankfully, we don't have too many people understanding Hindi on the stage, so you can probably get along. But may I please request? Sorry, ma'am. I'm really sorry.
Yes, Seychelles has the highest GDP in Africa, the highest literacy rate in Africa. It's a champion in the environment conservation. We are also classified as high-income country. And for Seychelles, you don't need a visa to go. Seychelles, a passport, we can go to 156 countries without needing a visa. Regarding the Indian in Seychelles, they are almost 10% of the population. They have been there since 1778, so long before Suriname. And they are very well established. They are in many business, and the success they have in the business demonstrate that Seychelles is a land where you can go and invest. Like it has been said, Seychelles depends on tourism. It's our first pillar of the economy. But we have also the fisheries. And now we are, after the COVID, we trying to diversify the economy. So opening up many sectors where you can go and invest. As you may know, Seychelles is very well known in preserving the environment. So renewable energy is one of the sectors. Our goal is to have 15% by 2030. It means in 5 years. So it's a sector where you can go and invest. We also have the blue economy, which can cover many areas: tourism, aquaculture, fisheries, financing as well, and many. So you can have all the sectors which are very well defined on the website of Seychelles Investment Board, SIB. SIB, it's online, it's explaining all the sectors by sector, the opportunities you have in Seychelles when you invest. So I will invite you all, not only for tourism, but to go and have a look at Seychelles. I have been advised by Indigo that soon they will start a direct flight from Delhi. It's another tool to strengthen again our relations and to have more investment from India to go to Seychelles. Health as well is another area where you can look at, because when you look at Seychelles, don't look at it is small. We depend on tourism. We receive 4 times our population on tourists. It means every citizen gets 4 tourists per year. And these visitors, mainly they are from Europe. And nowadays we talk about Ayurveda, the yoga, where India plays a very big role with the initiatives. So you can invest in Seychelles in this, where the tourists, the visitors, not only to go for tourism, but they can take advantage of the stay and go for the treatment as well. And being treated in paradise, I think it's the most important. And the health is the most important, because you can have money, but if you don't have the health, it's nothing. So please explore the site, the website of the Seychelles Investment Board. So you will see all the sectors, many sectors, where we can receive you and we can work together. Thank you.
We also have the privilege of having with us the first councillor, Mr. Hissein Kumar from the Republic of Chad. And another country which not many people know about. It's a smaller country. And did I say it's Chad?
Thank you so much. Namaskar. Bonsoir. As friends, distinguished diplomats and moderators, official and the guests, business sectors, I can say thanks to AAPG Group also. So just Chad is not a small country as known, but it's the 5th largest country in Africa. It has around 1,284,000 kilometers square. In terms of population, it's smaller than Delhi, around 20 million population, but it's the only country in Africa surrounded by 3 regions. We have border with North Africa, East Africa, and West Africa. We are part of Central African Republic. In terms of resources, we have a lot of resources. We are oil countries. We have all the natural resources. We have 140 million cattle. We have all the minerals, like I can say gold, antimony, and other quartz, all those things, the rare earths. In terms of agricultural lands, We have 39 million of hectares, 39 million hectares of agricultural arable land. But due to this situation, and also we are the only country currently surrounded by threats in our regions. Most of our GDP is implemented to stabilize the countries in terms of defense and security, because we have our border in Sudan, is in situation, Libya, Boko Haram in the LAC region. So it's a little bit difficult, and most of our investment is guided to the defense and security. That's why the situation is not become. But also there's one issue I want to raise it here. We are a landlocked country. So our closest port is Cameroon, but if we see, Chad is giving more opportunity to Indian. It's not only 2 days our cooperation starts since 2020 by establishing the first embassy of Chad in Delhi and the Indian embassy in Chad in 2023. So the volume of economic trade is increasing. India even is importing oil from Chad. In terms of business opportunity, there is a lot, because currently we are counting around 200, 250 Indian companies in Chad. And the largest investors in Chad was the biggest Indian telecom company. You may use it even now here, Bharti Airtel. So we have Bharti Airtel in Chad, and they're employing around directly and indirectly 15 to 20,000 people. Yes, sure. There's also several companies also in Africa, but in Chad, the first company in terms of telecom, and we really appreciate that, because our cooperation within India in this regard is more. And also many Indians are working with Bharti Airtel and other companies in the oil companies and other things. I can just give you assurance that I know Mr. Fazal Akhtar, who was working in Chad, like is opening small MSME, as you mentioned, because in our country also we are valuing MSME, because all the economy is coming from the MSME, because big, large companies is a little bit difficult, but to develop the country, we have to reinforce youth and help them to develop their startups, small MSMEs, and then they are creating more jobs, because nowadays employment issues become a big problem. So in this regard, this man is an Indian. He has around 30 years in Chad. He started by selling eyeglasses, and then airline ticket, and now he's employing more than 40–50%. And still now, all these children growing in Chad, they attend Chad school, and they speak in even French and Arabic, and our local Arabic, because we are a language country, and then they're Indian, and they feel more Chadian than Indian. So just to let you know that for Africa, and as you said in your introduction, it's time to collaborate among us. The global South cooperation should be more increased, because due to the international trade is happening now, so we have more similarity, we have more issues together, and it's easier for us to interact, to collaborate, and also to develop our global South. In this regard, if you go to my country, especially the Indian population, but due to Indian movie, due to Indian culture, we are feeling more closer to India. Just I see that you are saying Hema Malini. Then the Hema Malini, she's like...
Hema Malini.
Yes, Hema Malini.
No, not Malini, it's Malini.
Malini, yes,
Yeah.
but we are calling it Malini. So since my childness, because I was seeing Jitendra, Dramandra, those famous Bollywood actors, and there's a lot of insight to us, even our people locally. Just by watching those Bollywood movies, they speak in Hindi. And we have one area in my capital, especially most of them, Digel. We are calling them Yal Digel, those who are speaking Hindi. They've never been in Indian school, neither in India or any school, but they're speaking fluently English. I can show you some videos anyhow if you have time, but that's the reality. So you are very welcome. Our embassies are open. It's easier to establish your company in our country, and soon we are launching our national development plan. Recently we did with the group OPESH in Udaipur, and there is a lot of business opportunity in all the sectors. We have around 260 projects. So anyhow, whom are interested, they can just connect us in our embassy. So, and also up there coming Seiya Conclave, also we have a lot of ministers that are coming You can interact with them. And from embassy facilities easier. Anyhow, day or night, even weekend, we can support you and guide you to open your MSc in Chad.
Any investor, when he goes to invest in another country, you know, law and order is one thing which counts on the mind. How safe is it to move around the country? How safe is it to be wealthy in a country? Like, there are places around the world where being wealthy becomes a crime. You know what I mean. So, why did you smile, sir? so that is one question which comes to the mind. So, is it safe?
Because it's safe. Airtel parties are working there. We have 3-4 biggest oil companies that are doing there. And also, I just give you a numbers. Around 200 Indian companies, like business sectors, that are working locally. There's something that some people, they open only their shop. And they're working without issue. Because you cannot say there is zero trade in any country. Yes, but in our country it's very safe. That's why I give you the idea. Our government is using most of the GDP to protect the country. Inside the country, you can go anyhow. There are no issues. In terms of business opportunities or business investment, in this regard, we have some incentive measure like tax incentive. We have easiest of access of land, and also we create only one windows. Like you don't have to go to many sectors to open your company locally. Just one windows. In 3 days, you can get all your documents. That's also one of more innovative system we established.
We also have Mr. Thabang Kholumo from Lesotho High Commission. Mr. Kholumo was telling me just now that we are not doing currently a lot of business with India, and we do not have very, I would say, worth mentioning economic relations with India. In fact, sir, that leads me to the question, that doesn't that open more opportunities? Because you would like to open the doors for investment, you would like to open the doors for doing business together, you would like more of economic cooperation in terms of various sectors. India specializes in pharmaceuticals, India specializes in technology, India specializes in so many other products. There's a very long list of products. If I start naming them, probably I'll consume rest of the time of this session in just naming the products. So, do you feel that there is a need for Lesotho and India to come closer in terms of doing business together?
Thank you so much. Allow me to pass my respects to my colleagues here on the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I convey fraternal greetings from the Kingdom of Lesotho. Lesotho is the southmost African state that is an enclave of South Africa. We are just like the Vatican in Italy. But we have good relations with South Africa. It's very easy for people in Lesotho to travel to South Africa, from South Africa to Lesotho. So travel is either by road, by air, or by trail. So it's very easy to communicate between the two countries. I first want to thank Mr. Chandra for this opportunity to address you today. He is, of course, doing a good job to convene you. Our work as embassies is to talk to you as investors, but it cannot be easy for us. Imagine if we had to knock in each and every door of your companies. It would be very difficult for us. But people like Mr. Chandra is doing it very easy for us to talk to you. In short, he is making our work very easy. And thank you very much, sir, for this gesture. And among the audience, I can spot Dr. Opesh, who does the same. And for your information, Dr. Opesh is organizing a team of investors to Lesotho in the next month. Yes. He was here addressing you. I mean, I realized that most of you got his business cards. So if you are willing to join the team to Lesotho, organized by Dr. Opesh, please talk to him. I am actually here not just as a mere representative of Lesotho, but I accepted that I'm a messenger of partnership. I'm a messenger of promise and a messenger of prosperity. Africa is waiting for you. India has always been a partner to Africa. We are both global giants of the global south, India and Africa. So you are welcome to come and invest in Africa. So as I was thanking Mr. Chandra, he has actually brought Africa to you in a silver platter. This is Africa that is being brought to you. So all the opportunities that are there in Africa are being brought to you. And I mean, development in India is not enough, or if it is without Africa. So we need each other. So you are invited to come and invest in Africa. Now, let me briefly go through the investment opportunities in the small country called Lesotho that has immense opportunities for investment. And before I get into that, let me inform you that in Lesotho, our population is 2.5 million, but we have more than 3,000 Indians. Some are in their fourth generation. And in our parliament, we have 4 Indians in our Lesotho parliament. Now, the investment opportunities are in mining. We are known for production of exquisite big stones of diamonds. And we are looking for Indian investors to come and assist us to cut and polish our diamonds. We are still of now exporting our diamonds raw. So you can see the amount of jobs that we are exporting with those diamonds. Because if we were cutting and polishing them in Lesotho, we'd be creating a lot of jobs, and we would not be worried about the tariffs of President Trump that is making the whole world to shiver now. We are looking for people to explore for more minerals in Lesotho. In Lesotho, I think it's one of the few countries where you can actually collect diamond in a river. We do have alluvial diamonds which are collected in our rivers. So those who are diamond lovers, Lesotho is there for you. Come and invest in Lesotho.
So do you need to learn swimming to go into that river?
Not necessarily. Our rivers are not deep.
So we can just walk in and collect our diamonds?
Yeah, you just walk into a river and collect the diamond.
My goodness.
We are also among the top 4 producers of textile and garments in Africa. We do raise sheep and goats, and we are the second largest producers of mohair in the world, and wool. But unfortunately, we still export our wool and mohair raw. So we are looking for investors to come and take opportunity in this investment. We also have plenty of water. We are a mountainous country. In fact, we are the highest country in the world because our lowest point is 1,400 meters above sea level. No country in the world has that as its lowest point. It's only Lesotho. And we are considered to be the highest country in the world. And we are the only country in Africa that has snow in winter. Unfortunately, we still don't have Indians coming for tourism. I mean, we still don't have Indians coming to ski in our ski slopes.
Sir, after you mention diamonds, you'll have lots of them coming there.
Yeah, I would love to see plenty of you coming to our small country. We also have plenty of water as a mountainous country, and our water is pure. It requires very little treatment because we have little contamination to our water. So we are looking for investors to come to help in bottling our water. As of now, we are supplying bulk water to South Africa, to the industrial heartland of South Africa, Johannesburg. They consume water that is transferred through tunnels from Lesotho. Lesotho also has potential for energy. It can either be hydro, solar, or wind. We have 310 days of sunshine where solar energy can be easily produced, not for Lesotho only, not for Southern Africa, even for Africa, because many places in Africa still lack electricity. We are also looking for investors into medicine, pharmaceuticals. We are the first country in Africa to legalize cultivation of medicinal cannabis. And I wonder where India gets its cannabis from. I mean, you are a hub of pharmaceuticals, but you do not import our medicinal cannabis and hemp. So those who are into pharmaceuticals, Lesotho is there for you to supply medicinal cannabis and hemp. So Lesotho is part of the Southern African Customs Union, where it is composed of 4 countries that has a population of around 300 million. So once goods are into SACU, they can circulate without being taxed again inside SACU. So in SACU, we have, I want to say Lesotho may be small, but it is part of a large market, SACU, SADC, and of course the AU. He talked at length about the AU. I will not waste your time to talk about how vast the African market is. We are, of course, 1.4 billion, and just like you. So if you come to invest in Africa, you are actually going to be investing to a very big market.
Do you have any offers for our businessmen, Simran, before we wrap up?
Sure, absolutely. That's so important.
I would like to say that in 1965, when we attained our independence, that is the Gambia, the Indian government sent the then Deputy Minister of External Affairs, Shri Danish Singh, to attend our independence celebration. In 2019, His Excellency President Ramnath Kovind also visited our country, that is the Gambia. As we speak, we have more than 3,000 Indians living in my country, engaged in different kinds of businesses. Like my colleague said, before I even came to India, I ought to have let's test it, some kind of Indian culture. Because I remember when I was 10 years old, my father took me to a movie. That was my first Indian movie. This was in the 80s, when the Indian movie industry was very vibrant.
And which movie was that, sir?
This was Sholay.
Sholay. All right.
And I was 10 years old, and I remember watching that movie.
That movie has just completed 50 years, by the way.
My favorite actor is Gabbar Singh.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's no more, sir, sorry.
I know, but I like him so much. But anyway, I'm sharing this just to let you know that there has always been this connection between India and Africa. And for my country, now, recently, we have waived visa for all Indians. So going to India now is like, going to Gambia now is like going to a second home. So you are all welcome.
That's so kind.
So with regards to investment opportunities, Gambia is barely an agricultural economy. Like what my friend said, the raw materials are in abundance, but what we are looking for is transformation of those raw materials from the fisheries sector, from the agricultural sector, to consumables, okay, to secondary and tertiary projects that will create more employment for Gambians and also Indians. So these are unexploited areas that you still need to explore. Anyway, in the interest of
So is Gambia open to manufacturing investment as well?
It is absolutely open to
totally open to manufacturing.
Yes, pharmaceuticals.
So what about something like he wanted to set up a utensil manufacturing unit? Would that
He'll be highly welcome. And we also have tax holidays and tax incentives for investors. For example, depending on the area of the country where you choose to invest, you have a tax holiday of 5 years. Some can even go up 10 years without paying taxes. So all those things are incentives put in place to attract investors.
Fine. Thank you so much, sir.